Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, welcome back to MotoGP 18. As Mayo did have the most successful Moto3 debut, but there's some encouraging signs, particularly with race pace. So we'll see how he goes round the Termas de Rio Hondo circuit in Argentina. And before we go there, we're also going to be doing some of the practice sessions, see if we get some development points by doing that as well. So here he is, Mario, in the garage, talking to his engineer. We've loaded the settings that we used in Qatar. Hopefully we can go a bit better in the rain in practice one. As here's the development test, a bit like the F1 games then. We get to earn some development points by doing these. So you can do a complete test, a speed trap test, a braking test, a trajectory test as well. So what should we do first? A complete test, pass the checkpoints with a speed equals appear to that indicated. Brake within the air shown to successfully pass the deceleration checkpoint. Ride staying as close as possible to the indicated trajectory. You have 6 steps available to successfully pass all the objectives, say under the lap's time limit. Or we can do the development test, speed trap test, pass the checkpoint with a speed equals appear to that indicated. You have 2 laps available to successfully pass all the checkpoints. In braking test at the deceleration checkpoints, again we've got 2 laps to do that. And completed that within the time limit exceeding the required position percentage. You have 2 laps available to reach your objective. Shall we start with the trajectory test then? So here's Mario doing their trajectory test. So we've got to follow this line 80% the way. I think we're doing it. Just notice we've got to change engine braking. That's just slightly off. 98%. That's pretty good, isn't it? We're in the green. Oh, a bit wide. Oh, we're down to 79. That's not good. We get back on track. And somehow back online as well. Heading into the bike, very tricky to wide in these conditions. But we're doing well so far. That's 2. And let's change that engine braking. We'll go down the back straight. That's 3. Let's see if we can get this braking arc complete. Let the rider bite. We're not battling you, mate. Just let you go. Time threshold is 2 minutes. Sure, we're going to be under that. That's up to 90%, 85% through there. 85% through here as well. As you've got to let everyone bite. Let's see if you beat that 85%. I won't say. Okay. As you go through this normally tricky section. This track is so much wider than I remember. Incredibly wide. There's 53.8 from Suzuki. Sure, he can beat that 207 despite the fall. And may have to pick his bike up. This is staying on the line. This is what I hate about lines, is that you kind of just tend to follow them. I know it's the ideal line, but still. We passed the test. There we go. 1 from 1. So that's 1 done. Let's move on to the braking test. We may need a few goes with this one. So now we know where to go around the circuit. Let's see if we can actually brake properly around it as well. So 53.5 is the quickest time. Next objective. Not sure what the braking test is. It's in just a few corners. We've got to brake properly, and it's like it is. It's all early, but we still get a tick. That's not bad. As you struggle to get the power down. Oh, if we did that in previous editions, we would have been down. We get away with it this time. We go down the back straight, 3.3 slower. What's our bike on? Slicks compared to everyone else. I don't understand their lap times then. Once again, early. Seem to be just anticipating these rather than going through at normal speed. As again, we've got to beat 2 minute 07. And we just did that by 1/10.5 previously. Sure, he can be a bit quicker this time. There we go, perfect. That's more like it. Into that corner. That's such a tricky right-hander. Just getting on the power as well. Out of that. We're holding on. And once again, perfect. Got to hang on this braking thing. It looks like. That's a 7.3 down. They must have neutered this bike compared to everyone else. How are they setting 53s? 0.4. Absolutely insane. And again, perfect. Into the penultimate corner. As we go around it, I think we are going to smash that time threshold. And no falls as well to boot. Look at that, perfect. That's how you do it. So that's 2 complete. 2 more to go. Let's do the speed trap test. So this is corner where we messed up. And again, 82. Are you kidding? So there goes Mario then for the speed test. First of 2 laps. Got to be 180 miles per hour on this front stretch. Oh, he's easily going to do that for the first corner. He's got 5 points to do this round the lap. So at least it's not directly copied from the F1 style, but still, got to be similar. You can see where perhaps influenced. But it's good to see it as well, just adding some more depth into development of these bikes compared to previously, where it's incredibly easy. As we go through corner, build the speed up. Oh, crushed it again, just 84 miles per hour, so that's the second done. You go to the end of the straight. As we're setting PBs every lap, got to be at 207. That's the time threshold. I think we're going to be able to do that though. We go braking into the hairpin, down the second. We're so careful getting on the power rear end, sliding everywhere. So now we've got to beat 118. So we're going to be able to do that just into the fourth checkpoint, should I say. As we go very wide in the right hander though. Now you've got to beat 99 miles per hour. Is that heading into the next corner? No, it's not. You've thought it had been, no. We get down to second. The bike is just like a tugboat round here. There's like no sphere of influence or speed coming from it. So to let off majorly on 98 miles per hour. Are you kidding? We failed the final one. So you've got to do this for a second, that. So tries to get on the power out the corner. 201.3, so we can easily smash it time-wise. Now let's do it for every checkpoint. 123 easy. Heading into the first corner. I have no idea how connected a 153. So accelerate away. We're the only one who's drifting around, who's struggling with traction. It's like everyone else is on rails. To go into the left, let the Honda bite. Let's really open up that corner. There you go, 85 miles per hour this time, that's better. Look at that, 2.7 down in one sector. It's absolutely incredible. We're going to smash the speed at the end of the straight as well, 136. So looking very good after 3 checkpoints. Well, it's about looking very good after all of them. Let's accelerate out of the hairpin. Flat out through this sector. Oh, easily smashed it again, 123. That's the final checkpoint we've got to worry about. To go very wide, very deep, onto the runoff. Just setting up for a very good exit, you know, heading into the left-hander. Of course, it was Tatzel going that wide. Again, into the left-hander again. Now, whoa, what are you doing? TIP rider, get down our inside. We're not battling, we're trying to beat speed test, god damn it. There we go. Easy that time. Just need to go much slower heading into the corner. Let's see if we can beat it time-wise. Despite our breaking ourselves a couple of times, we're not going to set a personal best. Still, what, 201.8? And yes, full marks once again. So is that complete test done? As you look at test results, speed trap test done, braking test done, trajectory test results. So Connect at the top ahead of Martin Bastianini, DJ Antonio and Della Porta around at the top 5. As then we've got Alonso Lopez, Antonelli, Suzuki, Sasaki and Adam Nuruddin round out the top 10. Pretty good job, as there's Mayo way behind everyone else. So here's Mayo for 3 laps of qualifying. As target seems to be a bit more realistic now, 56.3 for Martin. I imagine Mario could be pretty close, as we've made lots of bike changes about to the suspension. One thing we do know, and remember Red Bull Rookies Kart, making that bike a bit more precise and stable meant it re-rided, or was ridden much better in the wet. We'll see if these changes work then. Oh, look at that bat in the rear like a hell. Going on to the back straight. Definitely is pushing Mahayo. 1.7 down though. Maybe these changes aren't working then, but still that's better than way better than we did in practice. Maybe braking a bit early into the hairpin. Now one thing we maybe got to do in qualifying as opposed to a race is actually use the rear brake. Something we don't really use in the race because of tyre wear issues. But in qualifying, I think it's got to be our friend now. Let's try and use it there, but you can see it just forces the bike wide as we've got the KTM in front. We're going to be way off the pace again. So once again, trying to get on the power, but the bike's just not quite there. 6.5 down. Which arse have they pulled that out from? As we head towards the line for our first qualifying effort. Once again, trying to use the rear brake, but it just forces us to go a country mile wide. So through the final corner, 201.7. 8.2 slower than Martin. Is there any point doing any more laps in qualifying? Well, so they're just going to be last compared to everyone else. They are absolutely incredible pace in these incredibly wet conditions. And yeah, there is no point doing that. So Martin's at the top ahead of Suzuki and Sasaki. Japanese riders loving the wet with Tuba around at the top 5 alongside Foggia and Mino. And then we've got Bezzecchi leading the third row ahead of the Thai rider. And the home hero Rodrigo in 10th, it's Arenas. Canet down in 13th, Bastianini in 17th, Antonelli 16th, Della Porta 22nd, McPhee 24th, Alonso 25th, McDonald at the back by 2.6 seconds. What a crazy looking grid. So here we are looking at a grid. It's so turned up, but look at the conditions. It's overcast, it's a dry track, we've all got soft tyres on. Let's see if McDonald can hold on to them much better than he did in Qatar, as we've made one setup change. Ride height as low as it can go.
Everything here is ready to start the race at Termas de Rio Hondo. Riders just have one thing on their mind now, being the first to cross the finish line.
So here's McDonald revving up at the start. Let's get underway. Round Argentina for 7 laps. This is going to be a very tiring race for everyone as he drops back a bit compared to everyone else. Then through the first corner, everyone's slowing down. And look at this, McDonald's not last for once this weekend. A miracle has happened as he is battling hard for a top 20 position. Oh, someone very slow. It's that Lloyd that was very slow. Look at this, McDonald battling with his teammate down his back straight. Look at them, the pair, as they go 3 wide. Ahead of Dijan Antonio. And Lloyd, this is where he got his best result in Moto3 a few years back, finishing 4th. And the RB should have got a podium. Look at McDonald going for the top 10. These setup changes seem to have worked then, as he gets ahead of Connect. He's throwing Del Portia through the field. Trying to go down the inside of Del Portia and his teammate Bastianini. Not quite working there. And maybe on the exit he can get into the points paying positions around the outside. He's got Alonso Lopez and Nicolo Antonelli battling for last. That's ahead of Arena, that's ahead of Mason. Look at McDonald in the points and battling for more on this opening lap. What a fantastic opening lap from the back. Not quite close enough to make a move on Bastianini. As Martin leads ahead of Mino, Suzuki, Bezecchi, Tuber, your top 5. McDonald in 14th. Has he got a Binder in the top 10 as well? Oh, Binder, very much the opposite of the last time out in Qatar. Has got Della Porta battling with Canet behind for 16th. Lloyd battling for 24th with John McPhee, the veterans having a good time of it in Argentina. We've got Meza Masaki. As here goes McDonald, full pelt down this pack straight, trying to stay in the slipstream of Bastianini as he's 4/10 ahead of Arenas. You can see Dijan Antonio battling for the top 20 with Ramirez. Very tough battler there. And here goes McDonald into the hairpin. Ahead of Arenas. He's got the tie rider in front still in the points as well. A dream for the back markers from Qatar in this race. That qualifying session. Not a bit wide in the right-hander. They're so point and squirt, these bikes around there. You have to be so aggressive on the throttle. Look at McDonald gaining. He's not that good in the first half for that, but second half seems to be a bit better. You know, he's lost some time there to the tie rider. Got a bit too close braking for that corner. And braking a bit too much. He goes into the penultimate corner with his unusual line. He's got Della Porta behind ahead of Arenas. He sets a 50.0 or 50 flat. He can get into the 49s, Ken McDonald. Just needs to nail this lap a bit better. If he gets on the power a bit early and Canet battling for points now. Here come the fast runners now in the middle part of the race. Seem to have got up to speed. McDonald sticking with the tie rider though. Not dropping back. And I lifted a bit too much maybe for the right-hander. Zach and Kornfeld in 27th. Done a good time of things. McDonald almost a second back at the top. And look at this. No slipstream. He's giving it to the riders behind. His 14th is under threat. As he go into the hairpin. Can he hook it up? No, here comes Arenas. Well, nowhere. What's that, Meza? To go for the long left-hander. It is Arenas with Canet right in his tail now. McDonald for the final point. Not who you want to see as he tries to get past the Spaniard. Back into 14th. This is Dive Bomb City round it. And Canet through into the points. That's all McDonald wide on the left. Had to get on the power hard. Had to run a bit wide through the green stuff. Slight lift, that's all you need with the left-hander in these dry conditions. But I've got so much more grip than it did in the wet. Really hooking up that penultimate corner, flat out through the final corner. Again, a 50.4 from McDonald. He's 1.2 back of the tyre rider, 4 tenths ahead of Canet, but how much longer can he hold on to this final point? A valuable point for Avintia. With Loy not threatening the points at all. McDonald's just staying ahead of Canet. And you get a better run onto the back straight. That was better, almost flat out. When you saw the rear was battling him. Now here comes Canet. He's a second behind the tyre rider. He's having a superb race compared to Qatar. Donald holds on this time a bit tighter through the air, but he's learned his lesson. Let's Loy up to 24th ahead of Lopez. But Donald not falling back too much from the riders in front on this lap at least. As we're at the halfway mark. Still nice and smooth through the right-hander. Tyre wear not really an issue. This is a total opposite compared to previous editions. The tyre wear was a massive issue. Again, McDonald taking an alternate line there. Having a lift slightly going into the left. And you see full pelt through the rest of it. As we come to the end of the lap. And it's Martin still ahead in the lead of Mino. And there's a 49.7 for McDonald. That's much better. And actually matching the riders in front, it seems, pace-wise. Oh, a bit wide. Canet sees a gap. Goes for it. That's the Spaniard made it through, though. He's going to the next braking zone. He has. And Canet very quick. As he is definitely flat out through that right hander onto the back straight. There might be a position loss for McDonald. He might just be battling for the final point now. And even with the slipstream, look how quick that Street Glitzer machine is compared to this. Thing powered by some angry bees. He goes through the hairpin. Oh, there's some rear slippage. Don't want to be seeing that. Look at Lloyd down to 27th, having a dreadful race. It's the Belgium. And look at Canet right in the tail of the tyre rider now. Almost a second ahead of McDonald already. He's going very wide with the right hander, but he needed to get on the power that early to maintain his position. That's fine. He nails that left hander a bit better than he has previously. Oh, and the bike's just sliding wide. Come on, we want to get on the power. We're going to be heading towards Glasgow. As you still got Martin in the lead ahead of Mino and Suzuki. To go across the line, 50.1 is still a decent lap time. Not to everyone else, as here comes Dale Porter on the Leopard on this penultimate lap. Oh, as he finds that gap. McDonald trying to get past on the exit, and he does. Forces his way past Dale Porter. It's sure that was just willpower getting him by. He goes through the left-hander. It's going to be willpower that's going to cling on to this final point. Here's some ride in his second race. As here comes Della Porta around the outside though. So easy. With his Honda compared to this KTM. There goes McDonald down the inside. Forces Della Porta wide, but here comes Di Gianantonio. Oh no, it's that heartbreak for McDonald as again the Italian on the Grassini machine, which is leading this race. Jorge Martin so much quicker than McDonald, but here he goes diving it down the inside. He takes back the position. As Canet has passed the tyre rider in front. 4:13, but what a battle we've got for the final point here in Argentina. And you can see McDonald staying on the pace of that tyre rider. 1.7 battle, he's gone a bit wide. Through the left hand, I had to drag the brakes slightly. We got on the power early enough as Jorge Martin's just strolling away in the lead. Having his own race ahead of Mino. He's having a heck of a lot of battling to do ahead of Suzuki and Bezzecchi and Tuba. Let's go on to the final out. Another 50.1 from McDonald. He's consistent at least. But is he going to grab onto this final point? So he goes wide in the first corner again. This time he cuts it off. He cuts it off. Get your nose bitten, Della Portia. Di Gianantonio. Goes a bit wide in the left as well. Next corner. And going on to the back straight, flat out this time. Don't have to question him about that. As he's 1.7 behind the tyre rider. Quarter of a second ahead of Di Gianantonio. That enough heading towards the hairpin as Della Portia slipstreams by. 460. No, McDonald gone wide. Get on the power as early as you can. No, the bike fighting him. He's still right behind Della Portia. He's in dive bomb range. Let's see if he can do it. Heading into the right hander. Here goes McDonald. No, he's wide. Della Portia back by. Oh no, is he not? He's not going to lose the point on this final lap, is he? Let's go through the left again. There is fighting him. He goes flat out through the left hand. He's still in dive bomb range as Martin wins. It is for McDonald. One corner. Is he close to Della Portia? No. There goes a point. Right in front. Despite setting a 50-point flat on that final lap. That's heartbreaking. But remember, it's better than his objective. It's better than Loy. And we got decent development points from practice. So there's lots of positives to take from Argentina. And that's absolutely ridiculous from mine. 47.7 compared to second place 48.9, 49s. For McDonald 49.7, so his pace was actually not that hot compared to everyone around him apart from the tyre rider. That was actually back marker pace, but great battle in the end for the final points playing positions where Canet's in 13th, tyre rider in 14th, Della Portia in 15th, Binder dropped down to 12th in the end. Behind Nuruddin, Bashir rounds out the top 10 ahead of Ortel, behind Foggia. Sasaki dropped to 7th, Tuba in 6th. Rodrigo top 5 on home turf. Great stop from Gabriel. Then Bezzecchi, Suzuki getting a podium behind Mino. They're glued to the hip. There was a Mino train there. Almost 8 seconds behind Jorge Martin. Definitely the class of the field is the Spaniard. As in the Riders' Championship, he's 17 points ahead of Canet now. After his victory in the opening round, the Spaniard drops to second after scoring just 3 points. Mino up to 3rd, Suzuki up to 4th, Bezzecchi up to 5th, Della Portia down to 6th. Rodrigo up into the top 10. And Di Gianantonio, after no points scored, down to 10th. As he look through the field, Binder up to 17th. McDonald up to 21st. There's 19 riders scored points so far this season. Loy in 26th and the Kazakhstan rider right at the back. So development-wise, lots of points earned. Reputation-wise, we're going up. Team trust is going up as well, and race objective achieved. As you see how the reputation endeavour points were earned. Then see development test, race objective, race position, bonus options as well. As in the other categories, in MotoGP, Marquez won. In Moto2, it was Alex Marquez winning as well. Great weekend for the Marquez's brothers ahead of Bagnaia and Passini. Good to see that they gave us the MotoGP results. So let's check out bike development then, as we've got 12,600 development points. So if we go to the engine, or we can get traction and power up. If we go to the brakes, we can get that up as well. Suspension, get hydraulics and elasticity up. Then on the frame, lean and stiffness. And then aerodynamics, penetration and downforce. Shall we just get those to maximum? So that's one taken. That's penetration. So you can only choose one of each slot. So for engine, traction or power. Increased acceleration or top speed. We want acceleration, baby. Get them out, coming out of the corners. We can do that again as well. Or we can improve something else. Shall we just improve acceleration? Get that halfway. Oh, yes. So there we go. That's all our points spent. And that's our engine. So halfway on traction. But as you can see, that also affects power. So we might just increase power from now on. That's pretty good that we've got to balance it out. But we definitely want acceleration. Because top speed, we can... Round Argentina, if we get into the pack, we can get the slipstream used out for top speed. So power not as important as the traction out the corners, getting by riders, getting that traction so we can get into that slipstream, start getting into that slingshot like on the back straight in Argentina. So definitely got to go with traction over power. At least in my view. I'm probably wrong. We will find out as the season progresses. And we will find out next time round the Circuit of the America in Austin, Texas, in America. The third round of the season. Only been kind to us in the past. Will it be for Mario? As he's definitely on the upward trajectory. Can he grab his first points in this season after coming so close this time around? Find out next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.